All right. Time to practice, brother. Perfect. Let's do this. Please see. This is on. Yes, everything is on. Okay, so let's practice the next part of the exercise, which is the use of language section.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
Practice this, writing. Okay. So we have already covered use of language. Here. Okay, we already covered these parts, no? We have already checked. Ooh, what's going on? There. We already saw reading, which was yesterday's activity. We already saw listening, that was the first part that we focused on. And the last part is going to be the writing section, right? Writing and speaking are production activities. Therefore, production activities use a lot of correct application of structures. Abilities. It's listening, writing and speaking. On the writing exercise, you're gonna have 45 minutes to write 2 different texts. Number 1, an email. And number 2, an article or a story. Right?
We need to develop the two part 1 and part 2, or we can choose only one?
No, it's both.
Okay.
Both. And every one of them is marked with what the content is about, the information that you are writing, the communicative achievement, if I understand your message, organization, that has a clear connection and everything, that is not random ideas. The last part, language.
Okay.
Right? Language is vocabulary, grammar, the correct structure, conjugation of verbs, words that are proper of a B1 speakers, which are vocabulary that we saw before. All the different abilities that we have practiced through the course should be presented on the language section. So all the structures, all the formulas, if you can present it correctly, you can pass this part.
Okay.
Got it? This is for the writing section. On the other side, for the speaking section, the speaking section has 4 different parts. 4 different parts where I am going to speak to you, and I'm going to show you some pictures that you have to describe, that you have to speak about, and then to take as an inspiration for an opinion that you personally have. Okay? I will take 2 people. I will pass your speech to paper, and I will score everything that you said word by word. You see? The first section is a short question and answer between me and you. How are you? What's your name? What's your inspiration? Where do you work? What do you like to do? Etc. Small questions. On part 2, describe one color photograph. I show you a photo, and you need to tell me what you see in the picture for a minute. Right? So I give you, for example, I show you, let's imagine a picture like this. And I see you, hey, what do you see in the picture? Describe the picture. What do you see? 1 minute, boom, and you start describing. Part 3, make and respond to suggestions, discuss alternatives, and negotiate agreement. You need to discuss with a partner and get together to organize an event, organize a party, go to the cinema, like any random situation in which you need to discuss with a partner. And finally, talk about likes, dislikes, experiences, and opinions and habits with another person. Right? This is the production abilities section. Right? The use of language. Similar to the previous one, you need to take advantage. All the vocabulary that you can take, all the correct formulas, the correct connectors, the correct verbs. You know, that is the speaking section. Any question? Great. So today we are going to start with the writing section. So you have more opportunity to continue studying. Yes?
Okay.
In writing section, you will take 2 different parts to check it out. This is writing part 1. Email. Let's read the instructions. Help me, Robert.
In the writing section of the preliminary English test, there are 2 parts. In part 1, you have to write an email based on some notes. Read this email from your English-speaking friend, Sam, and the notes you have made. Write your email to Sam using all the notes.
So you have these notes. In red, you can see different notes.
Okay.
Writing must address the notes that you have indicated. Right? And then you have to write it over here.
Okay.
So let's try with the email. Help me, Michael, read the email.
From Sam, subject, Jan's leaving party. Hi, I'm greeting because, as you know, Jan is leaving of the school and moving to Australia. I was thinking of having a party to say goodbye. Do you think it's a good idea? Great idea. If so, can you think
Watch out. Don't read the notes, eh?
Okay.
The notes are for you.
Okay. If so, can you think of a good place to have the party? Could it the could it be best to have it on a week on a week a weekday or on the weekend?
Okay, one more time. Read again with fluency.
Okay. Would it be best to have it on a weekday or at the weekend?
Much better.
Also, I'm thinking of hiring a band for the party. Do you know what genre of the music we Jan likes best? See you, Sam.
Again.
See you soon, Sam.
See you soon.
Soon. See you soon, Sam.
Yes. Do you know what is soon?
Yeah, I see next time. Or...
Kinda. No. Soon is in a short future.
Okay.
In a short future. Okay. So these are the email that you need to answer. The idea is that you tell me or answer this email right here using the notes that you have indicated. Okay? I'm going to give the writing section. The writing section is 45 minutes. Let's give 30 minutes for the story and 15 minutes for this because this is a short exercise. So let's go to the clock and let's type in 15 minutes for you to answer. Are you ready? Open a document, start typing. Do you have your document open? Tell me when you're ready.
I think so.
Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, action. 20 seconds. Time's up. Okay, send me your writing through WhatsApp, please, so we can give it a check.
In the group or what?
Whichever you would like. Okay, Michael. Where is Roberts? Perfect. Okay. Let's make corrections. Okay, let's go through the one whiteboard and let's do some corrections. The one preliminary practice. Can you copy the text, Robert?
No, I send a image.
Yeah, can you copy the text? Preliminary practice. Writing section. Perfect, much better. Perfect. Let's study, let's check what happened. Okay? He said Michael Villaseñor. It says part 1 email. Hi, I know about Jam. It's incredible. I'm missing her a lot. Your idea is excellent and I agree with you. I suggest to Ramon if he will have a change to put his house. You know all the party is there. Only we will made a list friends. Do you remember my brother has a band and I told about it? I'm about he will accept it to play in the Ramon's house. If you ask me, I think the best day for party it's the last Friday of the month because I know she will go to the next month additional she will be her birthday. I think she was busy because during this day she's saying goodbye everybody. Don't forget she will invite us to drink coffee next Tuesday. See you. Okay. In terms of content, the evaluation goes about the 5 marks. Okay?
Okay.
So if we see these marks, let me collocate a board with 4 marks. Which is content, communicative, communicative achievement, organization, and language. The first 5 points, every point that you have here are 1 point each. No, 5.
Okay.
5 points each. Okay? The first one, content, must apply with the objective of the activity. The objective is to precisely answer the questions, no? So, do you think it's a good idea? You said, your idea is excellent, I agree with you. Perfect. That's 1 point. The other point is, can you think of a good place to have the party? And you said somebody's house, no? You said
the second
Ramon.
row.
I suggest I told Ramon if he will have a change to put his house, so that's perfect. Would it be best to have it on the weekday or at the weekend? Answer and explain. You said, if you ask me, I think the best day for the party is the last Friday of the month because I know she will go to the next month, and additional she will be her birthday. We don't cover this part.
Okay.
Because
more
it was
information.
On a weekday or
Okay.
a weekend.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a weekday and a weekend?
The weekend is the Sunday and Saturday. The weekday is the Monday to Friday.
That's correct. Which one is better and why?
Okay.
You see? That detail is not part of your script. Definitely, we need to eliminate 1 point. And the last one was, also I'm thinking of hiring a band for the party. Do you know what sort of music Jan likes the best?
Yeah,
You
I
said exactly. You didn't tell me what music Jan likes. That technically is a 2 out of 5 because you are missing very, very simple parts of the text, which is answer the questions. Answer the parts of the email. Super important to pay attention to the text. Read carefully so you can answer carefully. Okay? That's the first part. Comments. That's it. Now, let's talk about communicative achievement and feedback. Grammatically, we have some very important issues here. Oops.
Okay.
Okay. We have very important issues here. I know about Jan. Her name is Jan, not Jam. Okay. It incredible. This is super incomplete. What's missing?
Verb to be.
The verb to be? Why didn't you write the verb to be?
I think I erased when I write or something because I don't remember. Write the verb to be.
Write again. Every time you write, re-verify if you are writing correctly. Okay? I know about Jan, it's incredible. I'm missing her a lot. Who is incredible? The situation or Jan?
Idea. It is incredible idea. Because he tried. He tried to organize party.
To organize what?
At the young party.
Okay, then it's a vocabulary issue because incredible is not for that. You know, by definition, incredible is something that you cannot believe.
Ah, okay.
Very difficult to believe.
Ah, catch.
So you needed the word fantastic, probably.
Unbelievable, no?
No, incredible is similar to unbelievable. Why the party is unbelievable? Ah, moving to Australia is unbelievable?
Maybe no. Unbelievable is the word the is not correct. Believe?
Yeah, but what you don't believe? Like, why? What's your intention?
My
What do you
intention
want?
was a excellent idea and emotion that I try to express that
What idea? The party?
it's incredible. It's incredible. You organize a party, maybe
Ah, so exactly that is not
it's incomplete.
incredible. That is
Uh-huh.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's awful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Maybe you wanted to say wonderful, which is
Uh-huh.
very good.
Exactly.
Or terrific.
Uh-huh.
You
Awful.
see?
Mhm.
No,
Awful.
awful is the contrary. Awful is terrible.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah.
The words that you needed was wonderful or terrific.
Terrific.
Perfect. It's terrific. Vocabulary issues, man.
Uh-huh.
It's terrific. I'm missing her a lot. In organization, I don't know why you said it's terrific before I am missing her a lot. So, what is terrific? The party, the idea, or that you miss her?
I miss her.
This is terrific.
Uh, no, the terrific is the idea the jams have to
Exactly.
move.
So, for organization,
Mm-hmm.
you need to omit this, and your
Okay.
idea is excellent. And I agree with you. It's terrific.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
organization. That your ideas match the full context. This is minus 1 point on
Okay.
organization. We
Okay.
need to take very, very much careful of the correct position of words so I
Mm-hmm.
understand what you're talking about.
Okay.
Capital letters. Capital letters is one of the most important parts. So let me write a little note over here. Capital letters, organization. We need, you forgot, no, the position of its derivative.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest I told Ramon if he will have a change to put his house. Why change?
Chance.
You
I
wanted to say
forget.
chance, no?
Yeah, chance. I try to write the chance.
You be careful, it's a very different word, eh?
Yeah.
I know that it's only one letter, but it's very different.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very different. Spelling. This is a communicative achievement problem. Spelling of chance. Change versus chance. Now, in the language problem, in the language section, I would add I suggest I told Ramon. Why do you have double verb here?
Yeah, I suggest that.
I suggest, and exactly.
Uh-huh.
I suggest to tell.
Uh-huh.
Connector for two verbs.
Yeah.
I suggest to tell Ramon if he will have a chance to put his house. This, Michael, is a gossip structure.
Yeah.
So what is a formula for petitions
I
and requests?
I suggest to tell Ramon. Yeah, it's to
To
tell.
ask.
Ask.
In
Yeah.
the gossip structures, we have gossip question, gossip expressions. Here. In the suggestion number 5?
Uh-huh.
No. The request.
Okay.
Or the order. No.
Not suggest.
No, question.
Okay.
Hey, Ramon, can you put the house? And Ramon answered yes.
Okay, gotcha.
This is a question. So, number 2. Ramon, let's ask Ramon if he can put the house.
Yeah.
I suggest to ask Ramon, actually it's you ask Ramon, if he will have a chance, if he would. You never use will.
It's good.
Gotcha. If he would have a chance to put his house. Now, to put his house would be if he would have a chance to.
House?
No, you're thinking in Spanish. To put a house is to colocate a house.
This is.
I suggest you ask Ramon if he would.
To let his house, maybe?
What do you say again? Repeat.
Borrow?
Borrow. Maybe? No, because borrow is here is my house. See you later.
Okay.
No. Ask Ramon if he would like to make the party at his house. You need to completely reformulate that sentence because put his house is Spanish.
Okay.
Yes, to have the party at his house. That is a massive vision communicative achievement. Put his house is direct Spanish translation with missing context. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Period. Use of periods, be careful. No, this is for organization. When you finish an idea, finish it with a period and capital letters. No comas.
Okay.
You know all the party is here. Is there. All the party. Okay. You know all the party is there. Okay, what party?
All the parties.
Plural, no?
Parties.
Correct the sentence. All the parties?
All the parties are there.
Exactly. Look at this suggestion. All the parties are there. But you know the correct form. That's what I am surprised because you are correcting correctly.
I don't check that in my grammatics because my time expired.
Okay. So you need to go faster, bro.
Yeah.
Faster. Write really fast and then check it.
Yeah, I only write down my ideas, general ideas. Yeah, in my time finished.
Oof, that's very difficult because yes, you have 40 minutes for all the activity.
Okay.
45 minutes maximum. So if you take a long time, it's worse and it's super negative because if you don't finish the exercise, that's not gonna give you less points. You know,
Okay.
very few points. So quickly check it, write it, and check it again.
Mhm.
Only we will made grammar.
We'll make.
Will make simple verbs. At least friends. What's missing here?
I think was a friend list, but I don't know sure.
But anyway, vocabulary. We need vocabulary. Guests.
I guess. Okay.
You should say only we will make a
List
list
guest.
of guests. No, connector, bro. Look at the connector.
Okay.
List of guests. Never forget the of. These connectors are super important. Even in Spanish we say that. Una lista de invitados. How do you say de in English?
Guest list. Guest list.
Again, how do you say de in English?
And guest.
De
Guest
in
this.
English?
Guests this.
Again. De in English?
No.
Una
Guest.
lista de invitados. De, el conector de.
The
In
guest
English.
list.
Lista de invitados.
Okay.
Lista, list.
Ajá.
De,
Of.
of. Esa. This was the important part.
Okay.
Probably guessed. Okay. But what happens if you say friends? Anyway, you need a connector.
Okay.
Okay. Only we will make a list of guests. Okay. Do you remember my brother has a band and I told about it? Told who?
Told him
Told him. And I told him about it. About what?
about the party.
About the
About
party.
play the on the
Just the
party.
party. Too much
Just the
information
party.
about the party. The pronoun substitutes a noun. So what noun are we talking about? In this case, we are not speaking about
The
it.
party.
You have only we make a list of guests.
Yeah.
If you say it, I understand we are talking about the list.
Okay.
You see?
Okay. Yep.
Or if you say it, you are talking about the band. So I am super confused. Are we talking about the band, the list, or the party?
Yeah. Yeah, gotcha.
Therefore, you need to be explicit.
Explicit
My
this
brother
case.
has a band and I told him about.
About the party?
Exactly.
About the party?
About the party. About the party. Period. No comas.
Okay.
I'm sure he will accept it to play in the Ramon's house. Accept it. Accept what?
Accept it to. This is a missing. Bueno, this is I need to arise because
Yes.
it's accepted to play.
Exactly. Accept to play.
Mhm.
I'm sure he will accept to play in the Ramon's house. Formulas for adjectives. Order of adjectives. No, complex nouns. Complex nouns. Complex nouns are here. The complex noun sequence needs a pre-modifier and adjectives in order and a noun. What are pre-modifiers?
The and much. No?
It depends. Look at this list.
Okay.
Or you use the, or you use the apostrophe. Never both.
Okay.
Never, never, never both. Only
Okay.
one.
This case is Ramon's house only.
In Ramon's house. Eliminate that.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
And the spelling of brother. Spelling of brother. No, language. Use of article is not needed when you have a possessive parenthesis order of adjectives. Article is not needed when you have possessive. No, this is a complex noun sequence. If you ask me, I think the best day for party, comma, it's the lasted Friday of the month. This the first comma is correct. If you ask me, comma, the second comma is not.
Okay, it's period.
No. It's the same idea.
Okay.
I think the best day for the party is
Okay.
the last Friday.
Okay.
Right? So here you need to be careful with unnecessary commas separating an idea, an unfinished idea. You haven't finished this idea, so you cannot interrupt the idea. You see? I think the best day for the party is the last right now. Lasted. What is lasted? Lasted doesn't exist.
Okay. Is the last?
Exactly.
Okay.
The last Friday. Last is not a verb.
Okay.
I think the best day for the party is the last Friday of the month because I know she will go the next month. She will go the next month. Go where?
Or move, no?
Help.
Go to the other.
To Australia, no?
Australia,
How do you say se va a ir in English?
She will move.
Move, probably move. There is another
Australia
verb.
the next month.
There is another verb. Robert, any help? How do you say se va a ir?
Let it. Se va a ir. Leave.
I know she will the next month. Do you have it? Because I know she will space the next month.
She will leave.
Exactly. Leave. Very good. Did you know that one, Michael?
Yeah. No. It's
Okay.
okay.
Give me an example with leave.
I will leave my house next month, maybe. No?
I will leave my house next month. Why leave my house?
She leave.
Why leave my house? I don't understand your example.
Yeah, no. I try to say that she will leave there the next month or the country.
No. Your example.
Example?
Yes. Example that you said. You said I will leave my house. Why leave my house? I don't understand the situation.
I know I mistake. I think so.
Exactly. Yes. Analyze the idea. Leave is the action of going to a different place and not coming back.
Okay.
So it's not necessary to say my house.
Okay.
You see, I will leave next month. Finish.
Okay. Okay.
The same issue here. She will leave, not go. What is the difference between leave and go? When you go, you have a destination. When you leave, the destination is implicit.
Okay.
So go explicit destination, leave implicit destination.
Okay.
I know she will leave the next month and additional. Additional can be, it's not the word that you need. Additional is when you have additional to the popcorn, you can buy a soda.
Okay.
Additional to.
Okay.
Here, it's not necessary. You can use words like also and also and additionally, or additionally sounds very strange.
Also.
Also. The next month, and also she will be her birthday. And also it will be her birthday because you're talking about a celebration, not a person.
Okay.
I think with K. Spelling of think versus thing. I think she was busy because during this day she's saying goodbye everybody. She has busy. This structure doesn't exist. Busy is a description. What is the word for description?
She is.
She will. Is she in this moment?
She is. She is being busy?
In this moment?
No.
You said the last Friday of the month, no?
She will be busy?
Exactly. She will be busy. Will be busy. So we are talking about future. Conjugation of verbs. Present, past, and future according to context. She will be busy because during this day she's saying goodbye, everybody. Vocabulary. She is In previous classes, we say saying her farewells. By the way, don't forget she will invite us to drink coffee next Tuesday. Tuesday with minimal letters, she with normal letters, don't with normal letters. Oh, by the way, come on. See you. Take a note while Jessie passes attendance. Hello, Jessie.
Hi,
Sorry, girl.
good night, guys.
My girl.
Don't worry. So only is here Michael and Rob?
That's right.
Yes. All right.
Thank you very much, Jessie.
So anybody may I speak Spanish?
Yes, of course. Yes.
¿Alguien que se haya desconectado? ¿O?
No, ahora sí no vino Luis, que creo que avisó que no llega hasta el jueves. César me dijo justo a la hora de empezar la clase que no se conectaba y Xochitl no sé nada. Pero es que su hija está en recuperación después de la cirugía. Entonces no creo que vaya a llegar hasta el viernes.
Está bien. Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Buenas noches, tenga.
Yes, of course. Yes.
See you.
See you. That's right. What do you think about this, Michael?
I need to correct the word correction.
But
No, I think I need to organize better my ideas, and then I repeat my ideas and rate.
Yes, the part of organization, that part is, well, don't organize before.
Okay.
You only have 15 minutes. So organize after you finish writing. First, write ideas. Boom, 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 boom. And then after that, check again. Check grammar, check organization, you know?
Yeah, in this case, I try to organize organize complete text, because before I organized by part, the one part, two part.
Ah, okay. No, that's super too much time. That's a very important correction. Okay. Now, guys, do you remember when we saw farewells?
No.
That's important. Turn 192. Look at this. Read this section, Mike.
Yeah, by exclamation used to display, I don't know, express farewells. Okay.
Farewells. Farewells, my people. See you in the next life. Farewells.
Okay.
That was it. Okay. That was it, Mike. So, super important. Vocabulary. Super important to check. Give yourself time to check your answer, to check what you are writing, if you are writing correctly, if you understand the sentence or not, in the organization of the sentence, because that's extra points that I think is the easy correction. Organization and structure. Probably vocabulary is a problem in this moment because we have very little vocabulary, but minimum structure and organization, you can add extra points. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Very good. Let's continue then with Robert. Robert, we have a very, very important issue here. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you write emails with numbers?
No. I try to answer the mail, but I don't. How can I say? I don't redacting, or I don't write.
Right.
I don't write the mail. I only put the answers.
Oh, okay. No, yes. Similar issue as Michael. Minimum, okay, organization is a positive thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
The organization is perfect, but it's not an email. So in a real exam, they are going to give you less points on communicative achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Organization is perfect, but communicative achievement is totally lost. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, let's try to... Let's give you feedback on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's insert a book. What was it? Content, community achievement. Organization and language. Okay. So this is here. Of course, it's a great idea. Of course, eliminate the number. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's a great idea. I'm so glad. Watch out with the apostrophe. If you don't write the apostrophe, that's minus points.
Mm-hmm.
That's on minus points on language. Don't omit apostrophes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sad, but at the same time, I'm so excited. This is correct. The apostrophe that is correct, Robert, is the button next to the zero.
Okay.
In your keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next to the zero, you have an apostrophe because the other is an accent.
Mm-hmm.
This is an accent. So next to the zero, you write this, and this is correct. You see? I'm so excited. Spelling. Excited.
Yeah.
With C.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited to have a party and to say how much we love her. Mm-hmm. I can't, apostrophe.
Yeah.
Waiting. This formula is super, super important. What is the formula for modal verbs?
Modal verbs. Structure 7. Formula. Person, modal verb, simple verb.
Always. And you need to dominate these formulas by memory in this moment. You cannot consult it by this point. By this point, all these formulas need to be super, 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 super learned. I cannot emphasize enough on that. Okay. So what is the correction here?
I can't wait to see
Correct. her. See?
Okay.
I can't wait to see her face when she see the surprise. Language. Verb conjugation. Wait. See. I see, you see, and she.
I see, he, she. I see, you see, he. She see.
Come on. I go, you go, and she, he, she, it. He, she, it.
When she sees.
Exactly. Question.
Okay. This is what to be. Auxiliary routines.
Correct.
And in this case, it's a routine.
It's not a routine, but you're talking in present. When?
Okay. Routines. Pues,
The connector when is the connector for the first conditional.
when. Ok, aquí voy a poner when.
When you go, I go. If she goes, I go.
Okay.
It's a first and second conditional.
Okay. When she sees the surprise.
Next. Yeah, last Friday I went with some friend.
And
How many friends? Was it only one friend?
no, some friends.
So plural. Plural versus singular. At the fashion mall. Spelling of fashion. Fashion has an I.
Yeah.
Fashion. At the fashion mall, and in this mall have a great restaurants. In this mall have a great restaurants. Oh, we have an issue. What is the expression for existence?
And in this mall has
Who has?
the restaurant.
The restaurant have restaurants? That doesn't make sense.
At the fashion mall, and in this mall have.
Who have? The problem with the verb have is we are thinking in Spanish again. Thinking in Spanish is en el restaurante tienen, no, en el centro comercial tienen buenos restaurantes. Entonces en español sí se puede usar el verbo, pero en inglés no existe el sujeto tácito como en español. Eso lo hemos platicado varias veces. Si yo digo tengo hambre, no puedo decir have hungry. Right?
Okay, and in this mall.
So, if you are talking about existence, you need the expression there is and there are.
And there are, no?
In this mall, there are great restaurants. This is communicative achievement. Mistranslation of there is, there are. Thinking in English, you need to check. If you are talking about possession, use have. And if you're talking about existence, use there is.
Existence. Existence. Okay.
And then you said there are delicious.
Okay.
You see, in this case, it's not necessary to say there are. What are delicious?
What are delicious? The food.
The food. So it's necessary to be explicit. The food is delicious.
Okay.
You see? Unnecessary. There are. Probably you wanted to say los restaurantes son delicious, no?
Mm-hmm.
What is the person for the restaurants?
Is
The person. Grammatical
the
person.
person? They.
They, no there. Confusing.
Es
They?
que quería decir que
Ajá.
ellos son o algo así era, ellos son deliciosos o algo así quería
Los
poner.
restaurantes, ¿no?
Ujú, ujú. Y son
Pero no.
deliciosos. Algo
Ajá.
así.
That's right. Are delicious. Ajá.
Ujú.
Are delicious is incomplete. What are delicious?
They are.
They. So you are confusing they versus there.
Ujú, ujú.
They are delicious. They are delicious, period. You can taste food around the world and they have an advantage in the night. The restaurant transform. Okay, period. You can taste food around the world and they have an advantage, period. In the nights, comma, the restaurant transform. I transform, you transform, and the restaurant
Transforms.
transforms. You see? Transforms into a disco, so we have a good dinner and then list. I think it's spelling, no?
Okay, so we have a good dinner and then let's.
Are you sure?
Mhm. And then let's do rock and roll.
Well, and then let's do. Okay, that's possible.
It's an idiomatic expression, or bueno,
Yeah.
I see in a movies or something like that.
Correct. That's correct. I believe it's better. Apostrophe. It's better in the weekend than in weekday. Connector for the weekend on. So similar case, connector for the weekday
On.
on. For example, in the weekend again,
On the week.
on the weekend, you can sleep late and drink some alcohol. Period. Capital letter.
Uh-huh.
That's fun, but if we do the party on the weekend, on the weekday, the next day I assume that we wake up with a little hangover, spelling hangover,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
and maybe we can't apostrophe. We can't attend the school. I don't, but let me looking for. Let me looking. Spelling. Grammar. Let me.
I don't put um look for.
Exactly. Looking is not necessary. Let me look for Raul. He is her boyfriend. He knows this information. So in terms of content, you are missing connection. Okay, we need to connect all these ideas. Connect all these ideas into a sequence of a normal email. Right? So you say about saying, for example, about this, we need to do that. We must. When you say I don't what?
The mail said that if we know the favorite music about Jan,
Yes, exactly.
and I put I don't know.
That's right, but you need to connect that. That's my point. Give me like this information to express to know what you're talking about.
But for example, I remember one lesson that we can answer with I do or something like that. For example, do you like the Coca-Cola? I do.
Yes, but if you have the information, I mean, if you in an email, you don't have the information of the previous email. You know, you need to say reference to this, reference to that. I don't, but let me look for Raul. You know, like you need introduction to the I don't. You see what I mean? It's implicit when it's very obvious, but if you are responding an email, you need to give context to the email. You need to give me information. What are you talking about? You know, in this case, I don't. I like you need more information. You need to. I'm going to read your email 2 days later. You know,
Okay.
so I need to go back to the previous email, read the email again. Like communicatively, you need to give me context.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Well, yeah, I understood, but I'm thinking because currently in my mails, I disclose, or how can I say, the points, the themes, and I send the mails with not with number, but with bullets.
With bullets, okay.
And I put, for example, in the mail, no sé, are you do something? And I put a bullet, no? Yes, and blah, 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 no? And maybe I answer the mail with numbers, no?
Oh, so you need to correct that at work because communicatively it's like a letter. In a letter, you don't put bullets. You use bullets in a presentation. No, in an email, that's not a normal way to speak. Like for example, on a WhatsApp, you don't write with bullets. You only respond. It's the same logic. Got it? But that's not the important part. You know, you can use bullets, you can use numbers, it doesn't matter. The most important part here is apostrophes, structure, verbs, conjugation, formulas. That's the important part. After that, the organization is correct.
Okay.
Got it? Well, keep it in mind. I'm gonna pass you the link so you can study the corrections. And please study because we have a lot to do. Okay?
Okay.
Keep it up. Tomorrow we continue with part 2.
Okay.
Very good, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.